guys, it's Juanita Coley, the Contact Center Whisperer, the CEO and founder of Solid Rock Consulting. I am sitting down with Jonathan, the CTO, over here at Five9. Jonathan, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you have probably thousands of requests to sit down and talk, so I appreciate you taking a couple minutes to sit down and talk with me. So we're doing these getting to know you sessions here at Five9, where I want to know more about you, more about product. I want to know all the things, okay? So we're going to try and keep this short. Now, everybody before you has failed, okay? 5 and 5. We've been trying to do 5 questions in 5 minutes. And I think it's really my fault. You see, I'm already at probably like a minute right now. So these conversations are real conversations. So don't stress the clock, but we are trying to beat the clock.
All right.
Okay?
Yes.
We'll probably change it to 5 and 9.
Okay. I like
5
it.
and 9, right?
I
All right.
like
Yeah. So if we get to 9, we're doing good.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, Jonathan, tell me. We already said you're the CTO, but tell me a little bit more about your day-to-day role and activities at Five9.
Yep. So my day-to-day role, quickly, is 2 things. One, I'm CTO and head of AI. So I run the engineering team that delivers our entire AI portfolio, from Agent Assist to Studio to Virtual Observer. I largely focus on strategy, direction, vision, as well as execution. I'm also the Chief Technology Officer, which means I direct the overall technology evolution of our platform at great depth. I still write specifications, design APIs, architect solutions, review code, all those kind of things. So that is my day-to-day job, in addition, of course, to meeting with customers and folks like yourself and trying to represent the external voice of Five9 technology.
Now, see, this is why we keep failing the 5 and 5, because you'll say something amazing and I'm like, oh, I got to drill into that. So people don't wake up and say, or children don't wake up and say like, oh, I want to be the CTO. So I'm interested to know a little bit more about your background and what got you here to the CTO role, and why do you enjoy doing what you're doing day over day?
Yeah, so that's also sort of an interesting story. So I have a long history in telecommunications. And the brief version is that I was doing my PhD at Columbia University.
Okay.
And this was many, many, many years ago, 25 years ago. And my PhD thesis was on voice over IP. And part of that was the Session Initiation Protocol, or SIP, which you may be familiar with. Mm-hmm. So I'm the author and inventor of the SIP protocol. And so that came out of my PhD thesis and then led to a series of jobs that, of course, eventually sort of like worked on commercializing that technology and continuing to build the standards and industry technology stack that we're all using today. So I moved from Bell Labs, which is where I did that PhD thesis work, to a startup called Dynamicsoft that got sold to Cisco Systems, which then led to Skype. I was a CTO at Skype and then moved over again back to Cisco as a chief technology officer for the collaboration group, and then here to Five9. So I've just been doing this a long time, and it emerged from, I'll leave you with one thing. I have a career mission, Juanita, that I've been on for the last 25 years, and that is to reimagine telecommunications in the image of the internet. The internet has done so many great things for so many different fields of humanity and knowledge, and I want to do the same thing for telecommunications.
Reimagine telecommunications in the image of the internet.
You got it.
I love
it. You got
that.
it.
I love that. Okay, so burning question I've been wanting to ask you, okay? And it's not like a big technology question, but I'm an inquisitive type of person. So I always say, I'm always telling when I'm mentoring people, stay curious. That's like one of my things to live by. Once you stop learning and you're not curious, you've arrived, then you die, right?
Yes.
Basically. So I'm a very curious person by nature. So my burning question is, with technology just rapidly advancing and, you know, AI is on the tip of everybody's tongue, you know, like there's all these advancements that are happening so quickly, so rapidly. How do you as a CTO prioritize what features get pushed out and when?
Yeah. So the answer is really, I think, based on 2 things. One is, does it bring customer value, right? That's always been true, honestly. And then the second is this something that we're able to uniquely deliver for that customer to bring that value? And so when we have the capability and when there's an opportunity, we use those things in combination, sort of define our prioritization. That's simple as that, really.
Okay, so next question. I'm sure we're over 5 at this point. But next question. AI, again, is on the tip of everybody's tongue. Chat GPT and all of these different things. How do you, what do you say to the leader right? Or the person who's like, AI is going to replace all the jobs, there's no need for us to even compete or try anymore, as humans, right? Like, what do you say to that leader or that person looking for work or may have been displaced by a piece of technology?
Yeah. So this is the big question also du jour. I'm more in the category of, there will be some job displacement, but I think for a lot of people, it's going to be a tool that helps them do their job more effectively. You've probably heard analogies like, oh, the calculator, that did things no human can do, but in the end, like lots of people now use it as part of their job. And,
right.
For software developers, like we've had the IDEs that help them code better, and this is going to be like that. So I think it's going to be more like that. And if anything, I think what this means is that the throughput of humanity to deliver value is going to increase.
Yes.
And so there'll be more demand. Like on the software development side, there's like an infinite demand for software. There's not enough people and time to write it. If we can be twice as productive with these tools, we'll just have twice as much software instead of half as many jobs. That's my belief.
I love it. All right. So I could go into that, but I'm trying to be good. See, I'm thinking of y'all. All right. So I'm going to spitfire some abbreviations to you.
All right. Okay. This is the quiz part.
Yeah. I want you to tell me what comes to mind really quickly.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. So we're going to be doing this motion really quick. Okay.
You're going to hand it over to me?
Yeah. Okay. So first abbreviation, LLM.
Large language model. That one's easy.
And what does that mean to you?
Can I grab it for this one? Because this is more than a 2-second. Large language models are in simplest terms, are next generation AI technology that's able to take a large piece of text as input in sort of question form and produce an output based on it. And it's large because there's lots and lots of computation behind it. And it's a language model because it can predict words. So that's in short what it is, but that's a big question.
I knew it was loaded. All right, next one.
Yeah.
Natural language processing.
Yeah. That one's easier. Natural language processing is a field of machine learning that focuses on the processing and understanding of natural languages for purposes like answering a question or summarizing something or figuring out whether a piece of text is one example of one thing or another thing. That's what natural language processing is.
All right, and I've heard this one multiple times. I know what it is, but I want you to tell me in the audience. WFA.
All right, that is workflow automation. I knew you knew that too. That's Five9's product that is responsible for automating tasks in the contact center. The way we think about it, we bought a company called Whendu. It's a clever name for this. Its system allows you to build a reaction. When something happens in the contact center, do that. And so it's a series of drag and drop editor that allows you to define workflows in the contact center.
I love it. All right, so that is our 5 and 9, because I know we're over 5 minutes. But thank you so much, Jonathan, for taking the time to sit down with me. I could talk to you for forever, and I probably will pull you back, for some other behind the scenes. But thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me. I really, really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Talk to y'all soon. Bye.